Xiao Yan helped the little golden dragon, while he himself broke through to the peak of a 5-star saint. By the way, why didn't he take the lightning dragon? After transferring his power to the lightning, it became a dozun and would continue to develop on its own as an intelligent being. Xiao Yan helped it, but they were still friends. This mysterious golden lightning was not something that Xiao Yan could truly control. Meanwhile, accompanied by Yao Lao, Xiao Yan made a triumphant return to the Yao clan after achieving a convincing victory over Yao Wangui. Not only did he teach all the arrogant upstarts a lesson, but he also finally brought the conflict between Yao Lao and Wangui to an end. Elder Wanhua showed respect to Yao Lao and officially reprimanded Yao Wangui and his group, imposing severe punishment upon them. Afterward, he personally escorted Xiao Yan and Yao Lao inside. In the end, whether as individuals or as representatives of the Sky Mansion Alliance, Xiao Yan and Yao Lao were far from ordinary and deserved the Yao clan's full attention. Under Elder Wanhua's guidance, they finally arrived at the venue of the medicine ceremony. Thus, in the preview, the grand competition officially begins. The Yao clan's alchemy ceremony, the decisive confrontation between the finest Tier 9 alchemists. Who will become the #1 alchemist on the Do-Chi continent? Yes, an amazing story arc awaits us. A large number of new characters were introduced. Within the Yao clan, Xiao Yan and Yao Lao would witness the greatest alchemist competition ever held in terms of scale. The pill gathering could not even compare to it. However, at the beginning, top geniuses such as Yao Ling and Yao Tian would display their abilities. Why? They certainly were not Tier 9 alchemists. Let us examine everything step by step. But first, please leave a like and write a comment to support the channel. After resolving the issue with Yao Wangui, Elder Yao Wanhua invited Xiao Yan and Yao Lao to participate in the tournament. Everyone knew that Xiao Yan was the champion of the pill gathering and possessed extraordinary pill refining abilities. However, the Yao clan ceremony was a competition of a much higher level. If Xiao Yan could emerge victorious, then the title of the continent's greatest alchemist would belong to a surname other than Yao, which would be an extremely rare event. Xiao Yan smiled and replied, "It would be an honor for me to compete against the very best." Everything was taking place atop the medicine mountain. Medicinal fragrance filled every corner of the area. Vast quantities of medicinal ingredients had gathered there, resembling an endless sea. Xiao Yan and Yao Lao flew toward the mountain peak. They intended to choose a random place to sit when Elder Yao Wanhua stood up and invited them. "Alliance Chief Yao Chen, young friend Xiao Yan, please come this way." Upon hearing those names, everyone immediately began discussing them. Yao Wanhua attracted countless gazes toward Xiao Yan and Yao Lao. The current Sky Mansion Alliance was known as the new ruler of the Central Plains. Everyone wanted to see its leader. Xiao Yan and Yao Lao sat not far from Elder Wanhua. Interestingly, the other elders of the clan were the first to greet Yao Lao. If Yao Chen had remained in the Yao clan, he would have been required to greet them publicly. However, reality had made them realize that, in the end, they were the ones who now had to show him respect. Essentially, the position of Alliance Chief was equal to the position of Yao Clan Chief. Quite an unexpected turn. At the beginning of the ceremony, the younger generation geniuses of the Yao clan would demonstrate their abilities. The main event of the medicine ceremony would follow afterward. That is exactly how it worked. Only Tier 9 alchemists and above were qualified to participate in the Yao ceremony. However, such individuals were relatively rare, and starting the competition immediately would seem somewhat rushed. Therefore, the Yao clan, also known as the Medicine Clan, decided to build momentum first by allowing the influential figures gathered here to evaluate the younger generation of alchemists. Thus, they sent their young prodigies onto the stage. The young talents of the Yao clan were unbelievably powerful alchemists, even by the standards of the entire Do-Chi continent. For example, Yao Tian and Yao Ling stepped onto the stage to demonstrate their mastery of flames and spiritual strength. As for the other participants, if they possessed any unusual flames, they displayed them as well, giving the audience an impression of their capabilities. This opening presentation was quite interesting. Yao Lao spoke to Xiao Yan. "If you win, you will prove your superiority." But Xiao Yan answered, "I do not care about my status, but the Yao clan is extremely arrogant. I only intend to use what teacher taught me and show them that their reckless and foolish actions in the past caused the Yao clan to lose a true genius. Although Xiao Yan's alchemy skills had already surpassed those of Yao Lao, the reason he was able to achieve such accomplishments was because of Yao Lao's teachings. If he could win the Yao ceremony, no one in the Yao clan would dare prevent Yao Lao from engraving his parents' names upon the clan's stone monument. This answer deeply moved Yao Lao. The heavens had truly blessed him with such a disciple. However, Yao Chen became serious. Even though your alchemy skills have already reached the pinnacle, it will still be difficult for you to emerge victorious. Every participant is among the very best in the world. It is impossible to find alchemists of this caliber even in the Pill Tower. Xiao Yan nodded. Naturally, he did not think it would be easy. Finally, the sound of a gong echoed throughout the area. All members of the Yao clan stood up. We welcome the clan chief. The clouds in the sky parted. A majestic elderly expert dressed in white slowly appeared among them. At that moment, it seemed as though space itself had solidified. The Yao clan chief. A truly legendary figure. In the trailer, he was shown only briefly and rather vaguely. Nevertheless, he looked extremely impressive. Xiao Yan's eyes darkened when he saw the expert with the warm and gentle expression. He could sense an extraordinarily powerful aura. This aura was many times stronger than Elder Yao Wanhua's. This was Yao Dan, the Yao clan chief. He was currently a 7-star saint. Xiao Yan narrowed his eyes. A 7-star saint. He was the strongest person in the Yao clan and was slightly stronger than the strongest expert within the Sky Mansion Alliance. The foundation of an ancient clan truly inspired envy. Yao Dan, the Yao clan chief, greeted the guests. He cupped his hands toward the crowd. Then his eyes suddenly stopped on Yao Lao. Complex emotions could be seen within them. Xiao Yan, who was sitting beside Yao Lao, also sensed the Yao clan chief's gaze. Black light flashed beside him as the Northern King puppet appeared once again. It resembled a ferocious beast that could break free at any moment. Yao Lao smiled and looked directly at Yao Dan. He clasped his hands and returned the greeting. Then came words from the clan chief that truly changed everything. These words might finally allow Yao Lao to let go of all his past grievances. Yao Chen, we were all wrong. Yao Dan was just about to sit down when another ancient voice echoed through the sky. Green light flickered on the distant horizon. Old man Shen Nong appeared, holding a walking staff made entirely from medicinal ingredients. In previous videos, it was mistakenly mentioned that he was an elder of the Yao clan. In reality, he was a wandering expert and not a member of the Yao clan. Nevertheless, he was said to be a close friend of the clan. Yes, this was the very expert who possessed the Heavenly Flame rank number 5 on the Heavenly Flame ranking. At last, he had appeared in the anime. Surprise flashed across the eyes of both Yao Lao and Xiao Yan. Although the name Shen Nong was not particularly famous, he was an extremely ancient expert in the world of alchemists. Compared to him, even Yao Lao would be considered a junior. Unexpectedly, he had reappeared after hundreds of years. Truly worthy of the medicine ceremony. Xiao Yan's heart began to boil with excitement. The opportunity to compete against such a person filled him with passion. Old fellow, so you're still alive. Yao Dan laughed. Old man Shen Nong stood in place and shifted his gaze toward Xiao Yan as well. I have not appeared for many years. Unexpectedly, a new face has emerged on the Central Plains. Despite his young age, his spiritual strength has already reached the perfect heavenly state. How remarkable! The final appearance of a mysterious expert caused an uproar. A black cloud transformed into a man dressed entirely in black. Hun Huzi of the Hun clan. I have come without an invitation. I hope Clan Chief Yao Dan will not object to my participation. The man in black spoke arrogantly. Hun Huzi. Yao Lao was shocked when he heard the name. This was connected to the Little Pill Tower. The member of the Hun clan who had infiltrated the Little Pill Tower and eventually betrayed and killed his own teacher before leaving. That person was Hun Huzi. Xiao Yan's heart trembled when he heard this. Could he really be allowed to participate in the Yao ceremony? That vicious traitor from the Hun clan. We will discuss this in the next video. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss it. See you next time.